everyone, Amanda here. Just coming to quickly share my week 2 of 12 Christmas freebies. So I'm doing 12 weeks of Christmas freebies. So there's going to be one every Monday. Just a small freebie, nothing massive. But if you collect them up over a period of 12 weeks, it's going to end up being quite a significant collection. Probably the equivalent of like a journal kit really, and all completely for free. So come and join the Facebook group, the link's in the description below. And what I will do is at the end of 12 weeks I will collect them all together, all 12 files, and put them on my Ko-fi for those that aren't on Facebook. Okay, so this week I've picked this lovely Victorian girl here in this lovely red coat. Absolutely beautiful. It's very basic, printable, nothing fancy, just some very basic layering and a beautiful collage. So we've got 2 tags here. One is the plain collage and one is decorated. You've got some of the girls to fussy cut. Now this is not necessarily the same size as this for layering. Yeah. Not necessarily. 2 little lovely floral Christmas labels. It says a Merry Christmas, and 2 with little robins on. So you've got those, and then I've done some larger ones. So these are quite small, well, not small but smallish. These are 3 by about 5.5, just 5 3/4. Okay, so one is our plain collage and one is a layered image, and then the large ones we've got plain collage and then these 2 that I've just created, and these are slightly larger at just over 6.5 by 3.5, so they are just that little bit bigger. Okay, and then we've got a collage sheet which is all Christmas ephemera. So we've got Christmas carol, we've got Christmas paper, music paper, we've got a little some little bits of Christmassy bits here. Yeah, so, and then what I've done is I've turned it over and I've printed it on the other side, so I've got double-sided paper. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I had in mind for the project. Okay, so bear with me. This one with the tutorial. So I've prepped all of my bits, I've cut everything out. So the tags, I have put a sticker reinforcement on, and then I've added a metal eyelet. Okay, and I've inked all the way around with vintage photo. Alright, and that's all the prep done for the tags. I have trimmed the white border from the collage sheet and I've inked both sides around the edge with vintage photo. I've fussy cut the little labels and I've fussy cut the girls. I just want to show you 2 different ways of fussy cutting. Now if you are experienced at fussy cutting, I'm not an expert but I'm getting better because I do a lot of it. You can cut your images with a small white border all the way around. Now I just think it looks nice because it sets the image off. However, if you can't do that, you can literally cut right up to the edge of the image. That's the easiest way of doing it. And then if you slip a little bit, it don't matter. Okay, it's fine, it doesn't matter. And then just ink to hide the, you know, because when you've cut white cardstock, you might see the core of that around the edge. So you just ink that, okay, and that will hide a multitude of sins. So if you think you can't fussy cut, you can. It just takes patience, unless obviously you've got bad hands or something, in which case just do what you can, do your best. Right, so we're going to make a no glue tag pocket holding thingy. I'll think of a better name. So you get your A4 sheet, okay, you literally just fold it upwards. It doesn't matter which direction your paper's going. Some of these are upside down. I've printed on both sides, I'm not bothered. You can also use book page. I have one that I did earlier which has done a disappearing act. Where's it gone? Here we are. Which I used vintage music paper for. So you fold it up like so. There's no real depth, just make sure it's deep enough to hold a tag. Okay, as long as it's deep enough to hold a tag, it's fine. Then turn it over and then pull these two sides together without actually creasing. And what you're doing is you're just going to put it in thirds. Okay, so there's no exact measurement. I mean, I'll give you one in a minute if you want. I just wrap it round in a tube like that until I look like I've got even at each side. Okay, so when it's fairly even at each side like that, yeah, fairly even, don't matter if it's not precise, as long as you've got fairly straight edges, fairly straight. As I say, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a tag for a junk journal. Then when you've done that, just crease those so you've basically got yourself a trifold. Okay, and then because you've got these here, that one will slide inside that one. So just lift that flap up. You've got one at each side. You can do it the other way around if you want, and tuck it in there. It's nothing new, but it's a fun and quick and easy idea for holding things. And also, if you slip that in a pocket, then whoever gets the journal can also unfold all of that and journal on it as well, so it's extra fun. Now you can put a hole in the top there if you want. I'm not going to, because I want to be able to access these other parts. Because of how it's folded, you've got a pocket there, that's two, and then you can go inside there as well, three. I mean, it'll slide all the way down to the bottom, but if you do that one, does that slide all the way down to the bottom? Yeah, so if you slide behind that flap there, then it won't slide all the way to the bottom. If you put it right in the middle, then it will, but I mean, once it's in a... What you could do is you could fold that back. That makes a little bit of extra interest and makes it a little bit different. Just fold that back. So you've got like a little flap like that. You could even glue it down if you want. You could slip something in there. Okay, and then that will indicate to you that that pocket there is the one where it's not going to slide all the way down if you don't want it to. But also the fun thing is that you've got the pocket at the back as well. Okay, so then if you put a tag in there, it'll keep that little flap shut. You can put another tag in there. I'd probably do... Will that one fit? I think I'd want this small. I tell you what we'll do. We'll have the one with the foliage in the front, the large collage one in the back pocket. Then you're getting different things every time you look. Then if you put the smaller collage one in that pocket there, okay, then you're kind of staggering them. And then if you put the girl in the front pocket there like that, then that's a nice collection. So it's holding 4 tags, and I mean, you can put another one in there as well if you want. Yeah, you can hold 5 tags, easy peasy, like that. Okay, and then it's just a case of decorating it. So you've got your little labels here. Okay, super simple. All you need to do is layer them on. Do what you want. Okay, you could add the little girl on there and then add a label. In fact, I think that's what I'll probably do. Okay, and what else can I do? What else can I do to make that a little bit more interesting? I'll tell you what we can do. I actually quite like this one. I think this one with the little pink flowers is really cute. So what we can do is, I don't really want... Okay, so I'm going to have this one here. I'm going to just glue her on my pocket, like so. Okay. And then this one here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, on the back here, I think I'm going to add that one in as a little tag. And I think I'm just going to add this one here. Don't forget, you've got bits and bobs from last week's kit that you can also use to layer up. I don't have any left, I used all mine. I literally used it all. So I can have that little tag there, okay. And then here, I'm going to just jazz this up a right little bit. I wonder if I can get a... eyelet in either side. I'm going to try and put an eyelet in either side and then make a little wrap around. Okay, let's see if my eyelets will play ball. They don't always like to be filmed, don't my eyelets. What happens is they squish stupid, for want of a better word. So don't forget you can layer these up on cardstock, or I know the lovely Kay likes to use mirror board, and it always looks fabulous to add a little bit of sparkle. Is that one going to play ball? No, see, it's squashed itself stupid. Let's try again. I think it's just the quality of the eyelets. It is what it is. Okay, let me try again. There we go, that's better. And that one on there, like so. So I just get these cheap as chips from Amazon. You know, you'll get the odd one that doesn't want to squash properly, but 9 times out of 10 they work fine. Okay, and then I've got some of this twine. I paid probably about £2.50 for that entire roll a long time ago from Country Baskets. Cheap as chips. It's not expensive and it's lovely, and I use it at Christmas for wrapping as well, you know, just to add a bit of fancy, as well as my when I'm sellotaping my parcel. It comes in so handy, does this stuff. Done all sorts with it. Tie my back door open with it when it's windy. I do all sorts. So this will just take some of that white off. I once did a video using this and I didn't, you know, didn't vintage it up, and a lady said, oh, well, it's a bit white. And do you know what? She was quite right. So I went and I changed it. Okay, so let's have a look how we're going to do this. I've not decided. We could go through there, go through the back, and we can, if we just, let me think, don't know what I'm doing now. Wrap it around and just literally tie it in a bow. Yeah, so what I'll do is, because that's just for effect, so I'll make sure I've got a long enough piece. It's only cheap, so if I lose some and cut it off, it doesn't matter. I'm going to glue that and hold it in place just to make my life a bit easier. I'm going to layer it just there. You'll still be able to undo all of the pocket and everything. Okay, and this just adds a little bit of fancy. Wrap it around. I just want that glue to just dry a little bit for me, please, if you don't mind. Tie it in a knot, and then let's see if I can do a bow. I can't always do bows without faffing because I've got terrible motor skills. Come on, glue. Glue doesn't want to dry. Okay, and I like my bows to be quite small as well. I don't like big flouncy bows. Right, where are my little scissors? And then just trim it top and bottom. And then what I shall do is just add some of this remaining twine. I will use it to add to my tags. That should be enough. So I'll go round each of these tags and add some twine in through the front with a double loop like that, in through the front, over the top, and that's how you make sure you get that bit facing forward, and it just looks nicer. Okay, so that makes them look like tags. Or you can add lace, or you can add seam binding, Sarah silk, you name it, you can add it, or just plain old ribbon. Just remember to melt the ends with a heat source so that they don't fray. So there you go, there's mine. I look forward to seeing what you all create. So the link for the group where you can find this mini digital kit is in the description box below. Thanks for joining me. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.